reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Day specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models. And as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing. And we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote-controlled cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown's Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3 get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy-for person in your life. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
4 o'clock Tuesday. Boom. And in your face. In the car, in your face. In the office, in your face. On the apps, in your face. On the text line.
It's Mother Nature. In your face. 55 day?
Face.
Beautiful.
Technically, the National Weather Service says 59 currently. 59.
It feels great. No wind.
59.
Nice and calm.
Yeah, I'm fully accepting of it. I want to stop looking at the weather because I never get the same story. I can go to 3 different weather apps. It'll tell me 3 different things all the time. Like I just went to a different one. 57.
I think, is that a Midwest thing to check the weather every day?
57.
I suppose down in Utah,
Well,
you're doing
farmers.
the same thing.
Farmers. I mean, the agriculture. What do you think tomorrow's high is?
No one is too good today. 27.
38 is the high tomorrow.
Okay. That's not
38 is the high tomorrow. So get your fresh air in. Enjoy yourselves a little bit. Cubster, good to hear from you, bro. Happy afternoon. We see Chubbs Jr. outside. We put some new peanuts out there, so he's storing up for the next.
Oh, they
snow.
all are.
He's storing up for the next snow. Like he knows some business is about to take place. He's like, oh, you're gonna melt some stuff. Let me store some stuff so I can find it, so none of my friends can find it. But all of his friends have the same nose he does.
Yeah, I think we're talking about it. They're getting a little more aggressive down the stretch here. They're really starting to shove each other around for that last harvest.
Box out drills, man.
Yeah, they don't.
Squirrel box out drills for peanuts, man. It is the time of year. 402-464-5685. Starter Haven text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? Hit us with a what's up, and we'll include you in the show and shout you out. You got a birthday you want to celebrate. You got an anniversary celebrate. You got a special person you want to shout out. Can do. We're live on all the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Adult Channel 961. Harrison, I just got the email or the emails, plural, asking which college basketball games we were willing to carry. Mm-hmm. And so I think we found a pretty good assortment that if you mix them with Lincoln Public School basketball, we have a pretty good schedule, a nice cross-section, as a matter of fact, of ball games that we can carry over the course of the next few months. Of course, some of them do a better job of spreading out and extending the schedule far enough that you can kind of tell what we're doing. Sometimes one of the, I want to say it's Westwood one, only has January. But between the two, it has a pretty good idea of what we can carry. Some of the games that we can carry, Marquette and St. John's, we can get Houston and Texas Tech, which is both, top 20 action. We'll have Louisville and number 6 Louisville and number 4 Duke. We can carry Alabama and Florida, both top 15. We can carry Duke and North Carolina, both top 16. Arizona and Kansas. We can get a little UCLA and Michigan action, a little Indiana and Illinois. So there are some games in the schedule that we can get in. And then we have a pretty good idea about the Lincoln High School. And here's some of what Nick Sanders put together. We shout out to Nick Sanders for putting it together. And then, of course, we're voicing it all. If you are a part of any of these programs or another program that you want featured, I've given Nick permission to come out to practice and kind of do a feature on any of these schools that we're going to carry, especially those we're going to carry on a regular basis. But if you are part of an athletic program, and it doesn't have to be basketball, it could be men's basketball, girls and boys basketball, it could be wrestling, it could be whatever. Like, you just have to reach out to Nick Sainer to do that along the way. But some of the games, we're going to pick it up December 16th. We're Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln North Star on a Tuesday night, 7:15. So it looks like we're going to do Tuesday, Friday for the most part, except for that week of Christmas and New Year's. We'll jump ahead on the 19th to Lincoln North Star and Lincoln High. That's at North Star. So North Star apparently has been very welcoming to us, because a lot of these games are at Lincoln North Star. Lincoln Northeast versus Lincoln Southeast. That will be at Northeast on January 6th. Thursday game on January 8th, Lincoln North Star versus Lincoln East. That'll be at Lincoln North Star, 7:15. Saturday, January 10th, Lincoln Southwest versus Omaha West Side at Lincoln Southwest. So we're going to load that one up for you. And then January 16th, Lincoln Northeast versus Lincoln Southwest. That'll be from Lincoln Northeast High School. January 17th, Lincoln North Star versus Millard West. That'll be from Lincoln North Star. So any of the opportunities where we get to be in gyms where we're familiar with the layout, the Wi-Fi, the outlets, the gym frame, we can participate in. And again, in any of these cases, I would imagine that we could probably get with North Star, Northeast, Southwest, East, and Lincoln High, and be able to have some conversations about introducing them to our audience, this year's team. And then to do the same, we're working on that for Lincoln North Star Wrestling. I can't speak to the other wrestling programs as to if they would allow us to do that or want us to do that. But that's kind of the expanded version of what the ticket will look like in 2027, is that as we get into basketball, and of course that'll be postseason football in the NFL, some bowl games, championships along the way, things that we're going to carry. We'll get through all the way through the boys district tournament, February 28th through March 3rd, March 4th through the 7th, the girls state tournament, all the games that we will carry from PBA, and then March 11th through March 14th, the boys state tournament, also those events at PBA, and carry it through its fruition. Of course, you'll get Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman, Austin Orman. You may even get the old gray geezer out there to sit down and talk a little hoops. In previous years, we had Huskers sit down and call some of the games. As a matter of fact, there was a year we had Trey McGowan, we had Bryce McGowan, we had Derek Walker.
Juwan Gary helped them.
All sat down and called some ball games with us. So we'll see how that plays out. As a matter of fact, I was down in Devaney today. Spoke to Fred Hoiberg for a bit after he did his presser. Saw a lot of the guys. Ran into Cade Ziola from wrestling, who made a just spectacular debut wearing the Husker colors. Athletic 285, athletic big man.
It was a good weekend. I was talking about Ridge. You got that 125 figured out a little bit as well. You come out there and you get a big win there.
Getting wins will do that. There's not. I'll say this and keep repeating it. In most situations, in most cases, there's nothing wrong that a win won't cure.
Oh yeah.
But getting that cure tells you whether you're healing or not, whether you're fixing some things or not, and you can tell the state of a program by the number of questions you have about it. That was how I was often evaluated as a coach and as an administrator, being brought into high school teams, college teams, pro teams, national teams, and then asking, well, what's the state of the program? And then they would tell you how deep you need to go in order to get it right, or at least to help them amend. I asked this earlier, what is the state of affairs for Nebraska football? So text line, I'm going to ask you, because I don't think that my brain will process this the way I need for it to process. So in politics, they will have a State of the Union, and you'll have somebody get up in front and they will tell you, here's financially where we are, here's where we stayed, here we feel about it. How's the economy? How are we emotionally as a group?
Yeah, that's good. That's an important one.
Right? Like how are we emotionally dealing with Husker football? Because if we had said in July that at 7-5 and we're going to face Utah in the Las Vegas bowl game, I'm not sure that people would be unhappy or dissatisfied with it. I was asked the question earlier today as well, that Jay Foreman had said yesterday that if next year, if they get 7-5, you have to be happy with it. And asked my thought of it. And I was like, ew. Ew. Like I added extra W's. Ew. No. But the reality might be that might be progress. Because some would say, and again, we don't know, right? But some would look at the schedule of the list of the teams to be played next year and location of those games, that people would say next year's schedule is tougher.
And you throw in some of the new coaches that have made their stops at these new schools. And I know I keep saying it, but Michigan State that looks like another school that's going to be a lot more competitive, and it might be next year.
Well, but I mean, here's the real. We don't know.
No.
Like we have no idea what any team is going to look like next year, because we don't know what happens between now and then. We don't know who gets who in the transfer portal, who loses who in the transfer portal.
Well, how much does it matter too?
What coaches?
Penn State, Michigan, you down, quote unquote, down years for them.
Nobody
still
lost. We don't know anybody that would have picked Penn State going to the Pinstripe Bowl. We don't know anybody. We just don't. It was a bad year. Well, a 4-loss Clemson team. Who had that? Really? You had that in the pool. You had that in the pool. Did you? Did you have LSU fired another coach? Did you have that in the pool? Like, here's the thing. I know that we are in the opinion business, and we're in the entertainment side, but in the informing side, I just have to remind people, it's just talk. because I don't really know. So, Harrison, I'll ask you the state of Nebraska affairs, the State of the Union. How do you feel about this program? Not this team, the program. Because this year's team is what it is. And we aren't going to know any more about it until Vegas. And even then, I'm not sure we're going to know more about it. I think we're just going to know different about it because we don't know who's going to play yet. We don't know how long they're going to play, right? We don't know who's going to be the leading rusher. We have no idea. We can guess. Harrison, who would you guess?
We'll throw in Ives. Ives or Mosey. How much have we seen those guys?
Which is
the
the perfect shoulder shrug.
Yeah.
I don't know. it's the girl. I don't know. It's the little girl who throws her palms to the sky. I don't know. Who's going to be if we fast forward a year or 9 months to next camp? We don't know. We don't know. I mean, we'll spend the next several months comparing young quarterbacks, right? And then you'll have to compare them to the last starting quarterback that we went into to training camp with.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to compare new running backs to the recent running back. We'll have to compare offensive lines to the old coach and the players who were in the program who will no longer be in the program.
And
right?
The portal is probably going to be up to 4,000 this year.
Right.
So you have names dropping in the hat every day in there.
Well, but we don't know. We don't know many of them. We can look at it and go, oh, well, this is Texas Tech. This is BYU. This is USC. But we don't know. We don't know what this guy's problem is and why he's in the transfer portal. So when you look at the transfer portal, the part people forget is to ask, why are you in there? Why are you in there? Because something didn't work where you were. Now it means you have something to offer because you convinced somebody, but it's the same difference if you meet somebody who's divorced. You can say this is an amazing woman,
mm-hmm.
but somebody broke up with you, or you broke up with them. What's going on? What's really going on? Right? Because
it's money or something else. Money's at least the easy one to understand.
But are you
something else? Is what's scary.
Does that make her more attractive to you if she tells you he didn't make enough money? No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make her more appealing to you because ultimately that's why you date her, and what you're willing to accept is exactly why you're going to break up with her. That's exactly what. Count it. She just treated somebody like that. A pretty good dude, as a matter of fact. A dude who was willing to marry her, as a matter of fact. Right? So to a player or a coach, when you bring in a new coach, remember, that coach just had to divorce somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Either by their choice or his. Which one was it? And do you feel good about it? Because, wait a minute. You were San Diego, bro. You had no pressure. You had 4 people at your press conferences. You had 0 evaluation. Oh, you've got programs in sports all around you. It's San Diego. You're going to come here and be the focus. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go to the Haymarket. Everybody's going to know you went to Haymarket. You're not going to be anonymous anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Tony Gwynn in town.
Now we get a little bit of a Husker media mob, especially around that football program.
It's a gang, bro.
It's a
gang. I'm just saying. Cubsker says this. We'll go through some of these texts. He goes, I'm uncertain on how to feel currently on Husker football and the changes, to be honest. But by the way, who are you voting for, DP? More specifics. I need more specifics, Cubster. I need more specifics. What am I voting for? Not who am I going to vote for? What am I voting for? That is a much great. People forget to ask that question. It's not who you're voting for. It's what you're voting for. That tells me way more about a person than who you're voting for. What are you, right? What are you voting for? Learn to ask that question to people. Like, don't ask who you're voting for. I don't need to go in the booth with you.
Well, once you do that, then you just get the script.
Well, what are you voting for? And listen, if you're doing basic stuff, you're dealing with a basic person. Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Thomas Lincoln says, "What up, DP and Harrison? Do you trust the Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl?" In full disclosure, Harrison, I'll let you answer that first. You answer that first.
Not trust, but yeah, they're still contenders for me.
Here's the thing. I don't think I trust anybody.
That's kind of where I'm landing on it. Like, I think they're contenders, but I think there's a lot of teams in that group that
nobody's won me over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have any belief that anybody is going to find a way to do everything that's required. There are holes in the ship. Right? I don't mean splinters. I mean, there are holes in the ship.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, there's some things we see. So I don't know. And again, I'm not real good about telling you who's going to play in the Super Bowl anyway. But I can tell you, I do not know, and I do not trust any. There's not a team in the NFL that I'm willing to wager good DP money to say they're going to be in the Super Bowl, let alone win it. But to make it to the Super Bowl, oh no. No. And I can say this.
Yeah, there's not one team this year that's just sticking out above the others. I'm just going through the entire teams.
Well, here's so they let out the odds today. This is based on Yahoo Sports. Who do you think the number one favorite, the odds favorite to
I'm still gonna go Rams
to win the Super Bowl? So they have the Rams at plus 400. Then the Seahawks at 750. Yep. Green Bay at 800. Buffalo at 850 as the top of the AFC. Which, okay, really? Is that what we're doing?
Well, they beat the Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
the team that apparently isn't good that you deserve no credit for beating. And I know we got some texters in here gleeful about
Broncos
that,
plus 100, Patriots plus 100, Eagles plus 1,100, Texans plus 1,500, Lions plus 2,000, Jaguars plus 2,000. So the Detroit Lions and the Jaguars are at the same level. And then the San Francisco 49ers at 2,200. And I don't know. I don't get the warm and fuzzies about any of them.
The one that's been the most consistent would be the Patriots, but we'll see what it looks like in postseason with the first-year head coach and Drake May.
I don't know. Bubba says Green Bay. Yeah, I don't know.
Green Bay's got the legit defense.
I don't know. Kip says this from the text line: the combination of NIL, chaos, smaller rosters, and a bunch of transfers matters overcoming a broken system.
That's the line I would use.
It's his system. It's his now.
Yeah.
4 years, it's his. 3 years in, it's yours. If you had a bad first year, it's still yours. You did it. Right? You brought everybody in. If you weren't prepared for year one, maybe you thought what you needed was different than what you actually needed, but okay. And that's not even a slight. It's just your program now.
Yeah, I mean, it was this program year one by his own words.
I mean, this is your program. As a coach, I mean, I would walk into high schools not knowing the kids, not knowing the families, not knowing the administrators, not knowing anything. And I got to win in 6 months, period. Or I don't get to keep the job. Right? And I've got to plant some real substantial seeds and while I'm doing it. So that's how I look at things. In the ABA and the CBA, I didn't have returning players. I would get whatever was left over after NBA and Europe League camps, and then in a pool, and you go, okay, make a team out of this. Now, I had resume on them, but I don't know why you didn't win at Weber State. I didn't know why you didn't win at San Diego State. I didn't know what your relationship was with your coach at Indiana. I didn't know that you partied too much at Portland State. So I had to accumulate, and then you're rolling crap. And then just go, okay, hopefully I have rules, and my rules will help me not only identify the flaws, but then either boundary or correct the flaws. Because immediately, the moment you're on my team, everything that happens after that is either taught or allowed. Everything. So I have to be in control. And if I don't have a plan for it, then year 3, I never get to year 3. Because it looks messy. Oh, it's going to look, we were said on day 1, oh, you're going to be coached. And you're going to be led. Somebody in this room is going to lead y'all. And I'm going to find out who it is. And then that's how we're going to make this work. So I don't know that you're wrong or otherwise. One more before we go to break, and we'll get to the rest of it when we come back. Texas says, what's up, DP? Southeast freshman and reserve basketball games tonight at Lincoln Southwest. Go Knights. Thank you. And you all are always welcome to text in those sorts of shouts outs for Lincoln athletics. Don't even justify it. Because it's a reminder. Go. I mean, I'm planning a trip to DC, and I immediately looked at schedules, high school schedules, to figure out where I was gonna go. Ohio Husker says, the cold is coming. What's up, fella? Yeah, it really is. It really is in the space. So thank you all for it. We'll take the first break, and then we'll come back more one-on-one here on the ticket.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Are you ready to make a difference this holiday season? Schwezo Construction and TMCO are hosting a diaper drive December 5th through the 19th. They're collecting diapers, pull-ups, and wipes to benefit TMCO Prep Academy, the Nebraska Diaper Bank, and Forward. Drop off your donations at Schwezo Construction, 93.7 The Ticket, Pine Lake Self-Storage, or White Elm Brewery. Together, we care for our community. For more information, please visit Schwezo Construction's website or Facebook page today.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Dio Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Dio Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diotech online at diotech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back to old school with Foreman and Orman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
State of the Union. State of affairs. Kip says this. The last time we had 7 wins, there wasn't NIL or roster limits or transfer. There was always the ability to transfer. NIL. Okay, let's be clear in this. Nothing that is happening in NIL was created strictly because of NIL. Bagmen have existed. You can go back to the days of trains and games by old trains, cross country on trains.
Mm-hmm.
Bagmen existed. They existed. They existed for Sammy Ball, for Jim Thorpe. The bagmen existed. They always have. University, once it became competitive, there was always money involved.
Well, and they still exist even with NIL today.
With NIL, they would tell you that, okay, the number is 20 to 25.5 million, but there are people immediately tell you, oh, that's good for you.
The 10 million under the table.
That's good for you. What is that what y'all are doing? Cool. We trying to win a chip. And they'll tell you as simple as they can tell you. That limit is for y'all. That is for thee, not for me.
Yeah. All that happened now with that limit is the bagman has to go back to being private. The 1 year you could be totally
it's
open.
Not private anymore. 1890 doesn't exist. It goes in-house now. It's buck wild now.
Uh-huh.
Like when they say it's the Wild West, you gave the criminals guns, man.
Well, that's what the college football what was it called? The NIL commissioner was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the sheriffs to keep the bag man in line.
We didn't want to know. I don't know what coaches talk. I don't know what these guys get. I don't know what kind of money they're getting. What's the movie? Blue Chips? Nick Nolte? Ah, Christ. I don't know what these guys get. I don't know what kind of money. I'm a basketball coach.
That's exactly what you'd say, too.
I don't know what Boudreaux is. I don't know what Boudreaux is getting.
Well, they had the narc line. Like, you're supposed to report on it
Yeah,
yourself.
but then there's Al Bundy in the front row raising his hand. Yeah. Coach, come on. Tell me the truth. Listen, I don't have to take that crap from you. It's always existed. It's going just the best that never was. Marcus Dupree. Go back and watch that. Go back and watch the Pony Express, and have Dickerson and Craig James tell you the stories of new tractors and bags, literally duffel bags full of cash, new cars with the keys sitting in the lot. Right. So whatever conversations people are having with you or about NIL, let's be clear. These were this is not untended road. These are not dirt roads, bro. These roads have already existed.
Well, I think that's why a lot of people are freaking out over college football. It's like we used to not know how the hot dog was made.
Well, you wanted to be naive, and okay, naivete has its place, but quite frankly, I'm a grown-up. I'd rather know. I'd rather know. And again, this is probably why I've aged more while being in Lincoln than I had the previous 15 years, is because proximity, more. And in a small town, there are fewer secrets. Like in a big city, there's distraction. There's 100 things going on. In D.C., I've got Maryland, Georgetown, George Mason, Virginia, VCU, Old Dominion. I've got Commanders, Capitals, Nationals. I've got a full range of things. If I go to Baltimore, I've got to add 14 other programs that I have to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, the government's there. So there's tons of that. There's national government, international government, local government. All of that's in play.
And all the high schools on top.
Right. And then all the other stuff. And then, oh, you all were doing dirt over here. Oh, okay, cool. So the state of affairs is business is this literally. I was having this conversation with somebody on social media, and they said, they're calling folks prima donnas, and the state of everybody's spoiled. Well, who did it? Who's in charge? Who built it? All the parents pointing at the kids, talking about, well, these are terrible kids these days.
Who raised them?
Who raised these? Who's raised these selfish brats? Who did this? Oh, crap. That's my son. Well, how'd he learn that? Oh, at home, in the living room, at the dinner table. Right? All things learned. Either taught or allowed. And so we have to begin to say, we can either accept it or we can demand change. Most people aren't going to demand change. They're just not. They're too busy trying to make it work. So that's kind of what it is. Pretty simple deal. Augie says, hey guys, what's up? Let's go with the New England Patriots to the Rams. That wasn't a terrible Super Bowl.
No, I watched that one. Patriots, I've never.
No, they've already played this one.
Yeah.
They've already played this. It's a pretty good one. I don't have. And then I'm also at the point where I don't care who plays the Super Bowl.
I just want to see a few teams in there.
Well, top of the list,
like your
would be the
rival.
Patriots.
Well, no, like Packers, and then Cowboys, and then any other NFC North team. So Vikings, Lions.
So you would rather have the Cowboys get in rather than the Vikings or the Packers or the Lions?
Packers, I would rather have I'd probably have the Cowboys in over the Packers.
I don't have the interdivisional hate.
They did it to us.
I mean, the Cowboys are standalone.
I thought your conference had a lot of.
No, I'm not mad at the Eagles being really good and being the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. I don't mind. I don't mind the Giants. I don't like their fans, but that's a personal thing. That's a personal thing. But I'm also not holding it against them where you're born. Like, no, that's silly. That's silly. If you're wearing the star, you're making a statement about yourself, right? You're making, really? Like the Giants, it's the NY's on the helmet. Like I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's New York. It's a thing. Philly. Eagles fans tend to be from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Or from the area. So you find them in Delaware, some in Maryland. Okay, fine. Dallas? Bro, you live in Vegas. What are you doing? You live in Norfolk, Virginia. Who hurt you? You live in Lincoln, Nebraska. Stop it. Stop it now. Speaking of, Pete Ferguson on the 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, I know. That's where
Who hurt you? Pats versus Bucks. I don't think the Bucks have everything.
Baker Mayfield's incredible early on, but they were kind of relying on incredible game-winning drives from him early.
I'm
not
willing to concede the Pats with Drake May in the Super Bowl. No. There are too many other good quarterbacks that would make plays that I would count on before Drake May. But Drake May could be second-year Tom Brady. I don't know.
Well, there's no giant. The only thing is, like, it just doesn't feel like there'll be a giant. They're going to have to guess. There'll be good teams, better quarterbacks, or quarterbacks with better bodies of work, but
don't know.
Don't scare me.
Don't know. Fred Knight Horberg says, he sends a picture. Can you share that on the stream? a rare photo of a current Cowboy cheerleader and 2 from their last Super Bowl team. Nana! Nana! What are you doing, Nana?
That's a great one. We'll keep it up there just as long as just until Pete can see it.
Until Pete can see it. 100% that we're just going to hold that there for Pete. It's a thing. So, I mean, in the state of affairs for Nebraska, I think that in the great question of where they stand and how we feel about it, because we have so many questions. There are so many questions. What absolute can we talk about when it comes to Nebraska football? What's an absolute? There's not a group that's an absolute. There's not a player who's an absolute. The fan base.
That's the only absolute.
That's the absolute is that Husker Nation is going to be Husker Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else is a question mark. Literally.
And I'm not saying Matt Rule's responsible for this, but there's been coaches prior that have kind of rode on that.
He's not responsible for it.
No.
He's just unfortunately the person in charge. And listen, for $9 million a year, I'll take some of the heat.
Mm-hmm. But there's been coaches that have rode on the fans being there.
Right? I don't know why anybody would be mad. Like I don't know why anybody would be mad about people winning titles in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you talking about the 90s? Because it was really cool times. You won titles.
Yeah, no, I'll never understand that. Like, why not use that as a reference point?
Haters.
Like,
those are haters. Those are haters. If you're hating on national championships, you're a hater. Like, you're a hater. Chill.
How dare we look at our best team in program history and arguably college football history and try to use that as a navigator?
Yeah. Why go somewhere good? Just stay in the dark.
It's one of the more bizarre things I do here.
Yeah,
I'm tired of the 90s. Why?
No, you're not. You're tired of.
You wouldn't be here.
You're tired
the
of
90s.
Yeah. No, you would have none of the nice things that you have in full.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to break. Final segment before we hand it over to Pete Ferguson. Weekly Disrupt. He's got a wonderful group of folks. We'll see what Pete's going to do, and
he's got some repeat guests.
He'll probably pout a little bit.
Yeah,
he'll pout. Pete will pout. Pouting Pete. That's what's going to happen here in the next 15 minutes.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Diode Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment before we hand it over to Pete Ferguson. And then you got, he's got some of his scholars out there. They're rehearsing for youth rally.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked if they could use the space. I was like, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it's for. That's literally what we built it for. Full afternoon. Who's on Takedown Tuesdays today? Who's?
It should be Ridge Lovett. Confirm with him, but I think it's going to be Ridge again tonight.
Okay. And then last week he had James Green with
yeah.
him. So, Ridge he'll bring some leverage. And then Jalen Reyes as they prepare for the Sweet 16 Friday and Sunday. Kansas, and then staring down the gauntlet, they will pay attention to Kansas and Kansas only, and not get caught up and not pay attention to anything else that's going on. It's go 1-0. It's every cliche. But I think that they work it so that it's so active in how they compete with one another that a lot of that stuff stays out of the way. Iron sharpens iron, and they are iron.
I'm going to stay focused. I mean, you're undefeated at this point.
Yep.
There's a lot.
Good in the space. Ticket late night tonight should be interesting. I've got one for you.
Okay.
I've got one. I had it for it last night, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put it down, and if it comes back to me. Now, of course, that is granted that the Huskers don't break any news between now.
Yeah, there's that part always.
Right? Because they love, hey, DP's putting in 2 hours of study for the night show.
Well, they do it during the late hours.
Right.
Because
Like,
they don't want everyone
let's
alarmed
get it.
to it.
Well, they didn't count on us being live. That's the other part. That part. But a friend of mine was telling the story. I don't know if you've heard the story, but there's a story of Georgia Tech and Auburn playing each other back in 1896. So Auburn, it was their first home game ever. And they thought, okay, let's do something to kind of announce our presence with authority. What do you think they did?
Auburn? Did they get a live tiger?
No. Auburn, the students at Auburn got together and greased the railroad tracks leading into Auburn, Alabama. A 5-mile stretch.
Hold on.
They greased the railroad tracks. And so at the time, the Georgia Tech team back then, again, they traveled by train. The day of the game, the morning of the game. So I don't know what the train ride is from Atlanta, Georgia to Auburn, Alabama, but they're on the train and they're in full uniform. They're in full uniform aside from the pads. They've got the pads.
5-mile stretch of grease tracks.
So they used, and they used lard, pig grease, and something else. And they greased the railroad tracks. And the train couldn't stop for 5 miles. So because it's day of the game, the Georgia Tech had to get off the train and walk and run 5 miles to the stadium.
That's incredible.
They made it, and they drew up pictures of them like walking through a train station, like in a full football uniform. And of course, they were exhausted. The prank worked. Auburn won 45-0.
Oh, that is dirty. That actually is way better than I thought when you were describing it. I was expecting a full-on train crash.
No. So they've got a list of some of the greatest sports pranks.
That's up there.
And
that's incredible.
Oh, no. There are some on this list. Oh, we're going to have a good time.
Okay.
There's a list. There's a list of 20 pranks. Of course, this is Army-Navy weekend. So it started with the stealing of a goat. The stealing of a goat.
Yeah,
but yes.
Bo Lever says that's a felony to mess with the train. I don't know if they were written up for it.
Look, listen. That is some stuff right there. So tonight at 11 to midnight, if you're up and you're bored and you want to have a good laugh, Yeah, we've got some of the great pranks ever. We'll go through as many of them as possible tonight from 11 to midnight. But don't go over there. Peter Ferguson up next here on your weekly Disrupt here on the Ticket.